Hey guys, my name is Olisa. Thank you so much for dropping by. Be sure to subscribe for more great content. We know each other really well by now. Hopefully you've watched a couple of videos before you landed here to see me with my very unwigged self, you know. So since I did that video with retouching my hair, I'll link it up here in case you haven't had a chance to see it. Since I did that video, I feel like you've already seen my hair, so I want to do a skincare video today, and just fighting with a wig, like taking it off and then putting it back on for the camera, just does not make any sense to me. So I'm just coming here like this. So hi, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so this is not a hair journey update. As you've seen in the title, we are talking about skincare today because I've wanted to do this video for a while, but the thing that really pushed me towards doing it today is, first of all, apparently I'm in a very chatty mood because this is like the 4th video I've shot today. So if you're seeing similar looking makeup, just ignore that. Though, again, I am wearing Maybelline 115 Founder Obsessed with this lipstick. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, we're gonna be talking about skincare, and I feel like since I have put on a lot of makeup for the videos that I'm filming, it's only right that I take you with me as I'm like taking down my face basically. So why don't we begin? I was saying the reason I'm really motivated to do this video right now is because I used toner. It's a step that I tend to skip quite a bit, and I used toner after I'd like put a mask on my face and like let it sit for a while, and I thought my skin was so clean, and then I go in with toner and it's like taking off so much dirt that it left me shook. So the point of this video isn't just to like walk you through my skincare routine, but to tell you that toner is so important. I went to Carrefour the other day and I saw that there actually are locally available toners. So the one I was using before is like a cleanser and toner combo, the Nivea one. But if you can get like yourself a dedicated toner, that would be amazing, because what a toner does, I'm just gonna read it from the back of the one that I love. I use this Michael Todd one a lot, and I love this. I also have one that I got as a sample in a Sephora order, which I'm going to talk about like samples and whatever in a different video. But I did actually get this well, it's not a full size bottle, but it is still a pretty gigantic bottle of a toner as a sample. That's one of the benefits of ordering things online. But we're just gonna ignore that. This is a harsher toner. This is a gentler one, so I do tend to reach for this one a lot more frequently. And it says that it is formulated for drier and more mature skin types. Very dry skin, so this is amazing for me. Cleans and restores the skin's proper pH without the drying effects of alcohol. So it's not a drying toner. Love that. Which is also why I mentioned the Nivea like cleanser and toner, because it is the milk type of formula, so it is still restoring your skin and not just stripping it, you know. Antioxidant, vitamins, sulfites, bacteria, and environmental damage. Skin is fresher and healthier, it feels cool and refreshed, prepares skin for serums and moisturizers. So you're supposed to apply this on clean skin. So I'm going to go through my process where I thought my skin was actually getting clean, and I want you to see how thoroughly I'm doing it, and then at the end we'll see if there's still something left for the toner to take off. And I mean, I'm not trying to guarantee that there will be something left, but usually there is. So your skincare routine, like, you might be wondering why you're still breaking out, because I've been wondering why I'm still broken out on my forehead, even though I'm like masking and doing all these things, and then I go in with a toner and see that there is still some residue left on my face. So you really do have to be quite thorough about your skincare routine. If you don't have any of these many products, I literally use a bar of soap. I have used Sunlight on my face just to really strip away all the product and really get my skin clean, and it worked. So if that's where you are, then that's where you are. But you see, something like this is more moisturizing, so as it's cleaning your face, it's actually adding nutrients back to your skin, so it's not just taking things away and like completely messing up your pH balance. So yeah, it is worth investing in these products. But if you are starting where you're using a bar of soap, or even like, I don't know, I'm not an esthetician, so I am not giving you like advice, but I'm just saying, like, I would think that using that black African soap is actually good. So maybe try that instead of just straight up bar soap, just straight up Sunlight, you know. So yeah, let's get started taking off my makeup. The way that I usually do it is that I get a wet wipe, and my absolute favorite wet wipes are Hanan. I have tried a couple of others and they're just not as good. It's like the perfect amount of wet and dry, and it's also quite large, so I do feel like it just cleans my face really well. It's big, so I don't have to use like 10 of them to get my face clean. So I take wet wipes and I take Micellar water. Let me just show you. One wet wipe, I take it and fold it in a quarter, so like this, and then like this. And then I take my Garnier Micellar water. This is the oil and water one, the oil infused cleansing water. And I literally haven't purchased this since I started first using it last year. So it's lasted me quite a while. With all the shooting that I do, it has lasted quite a long time, so I 100% recommend this. And I really like this one because it has the oil aspect to it, which further removes makeup from the skin, so very exciting. I shake it up obviously to mix the water and the oil, and then I get it on this 1/4 of the wet wipe. But you can see I am pouring quite a lot out because I wanted to soak through the entire wet wipe, so that even as I'm opening it up, I don't have to keep adding micellar water. So I take that, and then I take the wet wipe and I just start wiping my face down. You can see the micellar water is breaking it down so easily, so it's actually moving around the foundation. I don't have to like use a lot of force on my skin to get the foundation off. I'm literally just swiping, and the micellar water and the wet wipe are literally doing all the work for me. So it's very helpful to have the micellar water versus just using a wet wipe where you're like tugging on your skin, and that's how you end up with wrinkles, so not good. So you can see that just with that one corner, like that quarter of the wet wipe, I have basically gotten most of the makeup off, most of at least the surface one off. So now I open it up completely and just use the other 3 corners to just really go over my face and wipe it off. I don't like doing my lips first just because it does tend to smudge around and like move around, and I don't want to be wiping lipstick off my forehead, so it doesn't make sense to me. And you see with the amount of micellar water I used, I didn't even need to go in for a second wet wipe because both the sides of this wet wipe are completely coated, but my face looks clean. It's not clean, not yet, not by a long shot, but it looks clean. So what I like to do is to take another wet wipe and just really go over it and really get off the surface makeup before I go in with my cleanser. Okay, so step 1 is done. Step 2 is the cleanser. My favorite cleanser at the moment is the Biore charcoal cleanser. I have talked about this endlessly. I absolutely love this. When I just want to like put it on my face, wash it off and be done, this is what I use. So this is the system that I follow. As you can see, it is a black cleanser because it is charcoal. It smells very orangey, and it has like a couple of particles that make it more of a scrub than really a cleanser. So that's what I use because I like to like really scrub into my face. And it has salicylic acid because it is fighting acne. So I do use it as like a first defense against like pimples and acne and all of those things. Though I have dry skin, so I've never really had to deal with acne, thank God. But I still like to take those extra precautions to make sure my skin doesn't break out because of like stress or whatever. Okay, so I am back, face is washed. Now we go in with cotton wool. Instead of spending money on like cotton rounds, I just get the normal cotton wool and like flatten them out, and then shake my toner a little bit, put my toner on it, and then like wipe down my face. So I'm kind of hoping to be proven wrong, but we're just gonna take this very clean cotton round and go over my face and see if any dirt comes off of it. So this dirt that's come off is nowhere near as much as it did the last time that I used this, but I guess because I so thoroughly toned my face that day that whatever residue is usually like building up has been reduced, but you can still see that there is still some dirt left on your skin. So even with all the scrubbing that you saw me doing, and that was like an actual scrub with actual particles in it that are meant to like really strip the face of whatever may be building up on it, there is still some dirt left over even after all that work. So it is very important that you go in with a toner in between in your skincare routine. And I think the Nivea one is like between 700 and 900 shillings, so it's not too expensive. It lasts you forever. So toner is definitely worth investing in, whichever direction you decide to go in. So from toner, I go into my serums. Now, I was very blessed to have been sent this by Clarins because it's quite pricey. But the focus of this video is really in the face cleansing part versus the moisturizing part, but since I use it, I will just go through my entire routine here. So I love this serum because it leaves my face feeling very moisturized, and like I keep saying, I have very dry skin, so anything that adds moisture to the skin is 100% welcome. And I feel like because of all that buildup and because I wasn't like going 100% with my skincare routine, my skin was kind of suffering. So even when I put moisturizer on it, it doesn't feel like it's really having the effect that I need. So going in with a serum is actually very important for me because it adds that extra layer of moisture that my skin actually really desperately needs. So I'm just going to tap this into my face because you don't go in with it like an oil. You don't just rub it in. You kind of press it into the skin and then I will show you what it looks like once it's moisturized with just the serum. Okay, so this is what my face looks like with just the serum, and you can see the level of hydration and just a glow has gone up like 100%. So I really like the serum. Like, I cannot recommend it enough. It actually feels like it's doing something on your skin versus just one of those products that you're like, oh, I'll notice it after like 6 months of use. No, this one you can actually feel it working. So yeah, my skin feels so much more moisturized, and the pressing is making sure that it's like going into the inner layers of the skin versus just sitting on top of it. That's why you don't just like wipe it onto the face. Now we go to the opposite end of the spectrum, because I think that one is like 12,000 shillings if I'm not wrong. We are going to use a mixer, which is like 450, 650, and I really like this moisturizer. I actually stopped using it because I thought it was finished, and then I managed to squeeze out some extra one from the package, and it's just been leaving me feeling really extra moisturized. So this actually is what I'm using right now, and I love it. Okay, so now that I look like a proper boiled egg, the last thing that I have been using as of this year is the Bobbi Brown Extra Eye Repair Cream. It is amazing. It is so good. This cream, it's expensive. This was a gift. I didn't buy this myself because this is quite pricey, but it's so worth it. Look, I've literally been using it for quite a while, and it was given to me by someone, so they used it for a bit before they gave it to me, and you can see how little has gone. Literally, this amount is too much for one eye. So it is expensive, but a little goes a very long way. So this is how I finish off my skincare routine, with this eye cream just in this specific area, because even now I can feel like that area has been irritated quite a bit with me wiping off the makeup directly and then like putting on the toner and whatever. So it does need something to like soothe it, and this actually does actively hydrate that part of my face. So that's why I say, like, I have dry skin, but not as dry as it was before, because before I didn't have any of these products, so my skin was just like surviving. Meanwhile, right now I actually do have some really amazing, very effective products, so it is reducing the level of dryness of my skin, but I do still fall on the dry side of the spectrum. So this one has like avocado oil. It has so many amazing things. And as a substitute, I do use shea butter whenever I don't feel like looking for this one. But this is really good if you have the extra funds to be able to afford it. So yeah, it literally makes my under eye sweat is how effective it is. So it's really good. That's how I sort of spoil myself. That's the last official product. But I also discovered Vaseline the other day. I literally have never been one to use this on my lips. And now that I've started, I cannot stop. I love how moisturized it leaves my lips feeling. So I have given up all my lip balms and I'm only using Vaseline, and my lips are thanking me. So that is it for this video. Now that I look, oh my gosh, I feel like I should put on the hood just so I don't look too much like a completely different person. I don't know. I have like 50 skincare products on their way to me. Like, the shipping situation has really messed everything up, but as soon as they arrive, I cannot wait to show those to you. So yeah, I'm really excited about the future of the skincare content on this channel. So yeah, thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.